Hello and welcome to the Daily Coaching Lockdown Football Training Session. So today's session number 16, and today I have 4 key parts of the session for you. So we're going to start off with a warm-up, then we're going to move into a techniques exercise where we'll be looking at how to control the ball, but also focusing on some ball juggling too. Then we're moving into a ball circuit exercise where we'll be continuous movements with the ball, and we'll be finishing off with a fun cool-down challenge where again we'll be looking at touches and also some juggling of the ball as well. Okay, but not too much movement, more so just technique elements of it. Cool. So for the warm-up, what you're going to need, you're going to need a space, you're going to need 10 different objects, okay? Now make sure that these objects can stand up because we're going to have to be able to turn them at certain points within the exercise, okay? And you're going to need a ball. So once you've got your space, once you've got your 10 objects, and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Cool, so with this warm-up, what you're going to do is you're going to set up 10 objects like so, okay? Whichever types of objects that you have, they need to be facing upwards, okay? So even if, say, for example, it's a jumper, and it's maybe just it's one side of the jumper, the front or the back of the jumper, okay, it's a shoe, facing the shoe upright, okay, basically whichever object you have, they need to be facing upright, okay. So this first exercise you don't need balls, you just put that to the side, okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to be tasked with trying to see if you can change or turn over, let's say, each of these objects so they're upside down, okay, you need to see how you can do it, alright, so as soon as you're ready, we'll go 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's try and turn them up in a different direction, each time go to a different one. Cool, okay, you can time yourself to see how quick you can do it. If obviously you've got quite a small space, then obviously you do it quite quickly, okay, then you can try and see once they've turned all the way up into the opposite direction, you can see how quick you can turn them back up again, okay, so, okay, up again, take the ball in the right direction, and back. Okay, cool, and again, you can be as creative as you want with this one. Potentially you're using your left hand, you can change your flavor, using your right hand or using both, okay? Either just your left, just your right, okay, or using a combination of two, maybe left, then right, each time you go to different objects, okay? But again, if you have a bigger space, spread the area out, obviously you're creating some more movement, okay? Try and really look around and judge where these different objects are, okay? Cool, so that's it. Either just flip them over one way, obviously if you have more objects you can do that as well, it's another element of challenge, but flip them over one way, once they're over, if you say it quite quickly, either A, try and beat the score, or B, then try and flip them back up into the original way. Really important, each time you do that, it needs to be a different object, okay? You can't keep going back to the same object, alright? Cool, here's what we're going to do. Now you're going to get your ball, exactly the same process, except for this time, the ball must go with me on my journey, okay? So say for example, I'm travelling around, stop and control the ball, and so on. Okay, so again, I'll set myself my time, start off, okay, and then I'm going to try and flip them over. Alright? Again, if I do it really quickly, then I'll just go straight into the one where I'm flipping them back over again, okay, just to show you some examples. But this time, although obviously you still move, going on, change the direction, change the speed, okay, we're taking the ball with us, so it's really important that we're going to explore, we're going to become comfortable, confident using the ball and moving the ball around in different ways, okay? Left foot, right foot, okay, different parts of the feet, soul, inside, outside. Keep control of it, stop it, and take it with us. 1 after 3, 2, 1, go. Cool, okay? Just nice here, okay? Obviously sometimes depending on the type of objects that you might have, they may obviously not fully go back over, so if they do, again, it's controllable, make sure they actually do change the direction in which they're facing, whether they're facing up or facing down, okay? Those who are a bit more advanced, key things for you to think about this one is getting as many touches on the ball, combining as many touches on the ball as well, okay? Really forcing yourself to understand where, when and how, okay, and why you're using both your feet, and understanding where, when and how and why you're using different parts of it, okay? You either to move in a new direction, okay, to control the ball, okay, or possibly to slow the movement of the ball down. Alright, really important key things to try and think about. Alright, that's it again. Add as many objects as you want, okay? Think about how you do it, just where you turn them over once, turn them back over again. Try and beat your score each time you do it. You do time limit each time you do it. If you have a sibling maybe or a parent who's getting involved with you, then potentially you can race them, okay, so you can turn over more, okay, keep track of your scores, okay. One of you can do it with a ball, one of you can do it without a ball, loads of different variations you can add in. Be as creative as you want, but because it's a warm-up, key thing is that we're getting our movement in, okay, change your direction, change the speed, and when we're ready in the ball, really combining those movements with thinking about how to move the ball and take it with us on our journey as well. Cool, give it a go, see how you get on. Cool, so that was our warm-up. So remember, some of the key points to take away from the warm-up is that we're looking at making lots of repetitive movements, okay? Going forwards, going backwards, changing the direction of the body to go left and go right, at times speeding up, at times slowing down. Key thing though was understanding how, when, where and why we're doing these movements, okay? So thinking about changing our direction to be aware of what's around us and where the objects actually are. Speeding up to be able to get to our objects quickly and to do it in as quick as amount of time as possible, and possibly slowing down to control our movement to be able to actually turn over an object. When we've got the ball involved, it's all about understanding how to actually take the ball with us on our journey, and understanding how using our left and right foot and different parts of the feet will help you to do that, and also help you change the direction in which you're moving as well. Cool. Now we're about to move into the next exercise, and it's going to be the techniques exercise. And for this, all you need is a space and a ball. So once you've got your space and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Cool. For this techniques exercise, what you need to do is start with your space. You start with the ball in your hand, and you're going to throw the ball up and do these individual movements separately. Okay, so you're going to throw it up. Chest catch, knee catch, kick catch. You can do the opposite side. Keep on repeating them to get comfortable, controlling and touching the ball using these different parts of the body. You might also go in the opposite direction. Cool, okay, and again, if you're more advanced, if you're more experienced, if you're of that higher ability group, you're just trying to move a bit quicker, okay? Chest, knee, foot, knee, chest. Okay, so you've got less time to react in between, okay? The movements happen more repetitively, more constantly, alright? Cool. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start combining a few different movements, alright? So I'm going to do two this time. So I'm going to go chest, knee, catch. Kick, knee, catch. Knee, catch. Cool. So with this one, we're just getting lots of repetition within our movements, okay? And we're combining different movements together. Alright, so we're going from chest to knee, knee to foot, foot to knee, knee to chest, okay? Both our left and our right side as well. So we become comfortable and confident using these different techniques and finding out how it is to try and touch the ball, control the ball using these different parts of the body, okay? One thing I would advise is that we want to make sure that when we're taking these touches, that the ball's going up. Okay, it's not going away or down. Okay, so I'm going to do my kick, back up. When I do my knee, back up. When I do my chest, back up. Okay, and what I'm doing when I'm doing the chest is number one, I'm going to slightly start to move back a little bit, so I'm changing the position of my body. Also as well, I'm making sure that in my chest, leaning back slightly so that I get the ball on my chest underneath the ball so I can pop the ball back up, okay? Popping the ball back up so it gets some height to it. It doesn't go down, doesn't go away from me, okay? You start to find that with these movements, at first you may end up having to move around slightly, but obviously as you become more controlled and comfortable and confident doing these movements, then you should be able to do it in a small area, small space, okay? This time we're going to combine 3 movements together, okay? So we'll do the chest, the knee, and then the foot as well, okay? Or the foot, knee, and then chest. So I'm going to go foot, knee, chest, knee. I'm doing my right. Okay, so you need to slightly crouch down to that side as well. Again, if the ball does go away from me, you're executing these movements, just bring it back, just start again, okay, no problem at all. Cool, okay, and then once you've done that over a repetitive amount of times, okay, so you're doing it continuously, doing a variation of these different movements, starting from the bottom, going up, down to the bottom, okay, then try and get into more touches. So again, depending on the situation scenario you might find yourself within a game, how much time and space you have around you, you may not only be limited to one touch, okay, you may be able to get a few more touches in. So I might possibly go chest, knee, kick, okay, I'll go kick, knee, catch. Alright, so adding in a few more variations of different types of touches now, okay? And making more repetitive ones as well. So, knee, chest, okay, getting all of those touches in there. So chest, knee, foot, okay? Or foot, knee, chest. Okay, so try it out. Try and see if you can combine all those 3 movements together and see how you get on. For the final one, what we're going to do, okay? We've done this exercise with a session a few sessions ago, so if you haven't already seen it, you can go and recap and have a little look over it, or if you have seen it, then you can try and take these movements away. Basically, we're just thinking about how we can get the ball up off the ground. Okay, and this time what we can do is you can get the ball up off the ground, okay, but once it's off the ground, then you're going to start doing those movements, alright? So we spoke about last time using the sole and then a flick, the sole, flick, knee, chest. Okay, we spoke about possibly trying to do a chop, chest. Okay, we spoke about possibly trying to do a scoop as well. Making sure when we do the scoop, we're approaching the ball. Okay. Catch. And again, just like that, be creative with it, okay? Try different variations of how to get it all up. Tables away from there. And again, just try and be as creative as possible. See different ways you can try and get the ball up, okay? You can possibly try and use 2 feet, get the ball up, okay? Or however many you need. But be creative with it, try out some different movements, try and get lots of touch on the ball, get comfortable, confident with these techniques, okay? And really try and challenge yourself. Give it a try and see how you get on. Cool, so that's the techniques exercise. Now remember, some of the key points to take away from the techniques exercise is that we're really focusing on the exploring part of it and also the repetition, okay? Understanding how using these different parts of the body, the chest, the knee, the feet, both on the left and the right side, will A, help us to control the ball, B, slow the speed down of the ball, and C, direct the movement of the ball, okay? So we don't want the ball to go away from us, we don't want it to go down, we want it to go back up, okay? So that we're able to execute these follow-on movements. Repetition is key in that one, just like I said, so we become comfortable and confident and understand how to actually execute these movements, okay? Obviously, we're thinking about maybe taking more than one touch, but the key thing there would be understanding where I'm going to do that, in which scenarios and in which situations. Cool. Now we're going to move into our ball circuit exercise, and for this you need a space, you need a ball, and you need quite a few objects. Now these objects are going to create a line. So I've got 2 poles, okay, so I can get quite a long distance with this line. If you don't have access to poles, you can get anything from trainers to jumpers, and all you'll do is you just put them in a long line, okay? So once you've got your space, once you've got your ball, and once you've got your objects, we're ready to go. Right, so for this ball circuit exercise, like I said, you're going to need a couple of objects. If you have one really long, thin object, you're going to need to plant them down like so in our space, okay? Like I said, again, if you have trainers, then you might put a few trainers in the line, that's absolutely fine. But you need some length to this object, okay? You need some length to the distance that these objects are covering, alright? So, for this ball circuit exercise, what we're going to do is you're going to start down one end, okay? And we're going to try and use one foot to begin with. So I'm going to use my left foot, not restricted to just sole, inside, laces, outside, anything you want in your left foot, and then when we switch to the right, same again, okay? But you have to use your left foot to move the ball close by this object. Once you get here, you go round, and round. You're just trying to keep a nice, tight, close control of the ball, okay? So we're going to go for about 30 seconds again, keep a close control of the ball, only using the left foot, inside, outside, sole, laces, different parts of the feet, to direct that ball around our circuit, and also to keep it closely under control as well. 3, 2, 1, go. So think about how to keep it under control, make sure you don't touch your hip, make sure you think about how to change your direction as well, but the amount of touches you might actually need to do as well. This direction. Cool. Okay, again, you repeat that for a number of times. You can obviously maybe do it where you go a certain amount of time on a circuit, or you can do it for a set amount of time, so 30 seconds or a minute. Okay, just getting lots of repetition in there, lots of variation with different parts of the feet to actually move, guide, direct that all around, okay, circuit. Cool. Okay, and again, it's about a number of touches as well. Okay, are you taking longer, bigger touches, get you down to the opposite side, or are you taking really small touches to keep the ball under control? Cool. Then you're going to do your right foot. Okay, again, as I've done halfway through the exercise, you might change direction. Okay, just so it forces the different types of movements. Touch it. Okay, then what you'll do is you'll combine your left and your right. Okay, so you use your left and your right foot to help you keep it under control. Then you use different parts of the feet, inside, outside, soles of the feet as well. Then I'll change direction. Lots of variation, lots of repetition of touches in this one. Exploring the left, exploring right, exploring different parts of the feet, okay? Cool. And for the final one, okay, slow the speed down a little bit, but we're adding a bit of technique in now, okay? So all I'm going to do, I'm going to use the outside of the front area of my foot, okay, so just on the edge. I'm just going to slightly lift the ball over, okay? Sit back, lift the ball over, okay? And try and avoid making contact with my object. Okay? And making sure it doesn't go too far away from me as well. Okay, this might be just me avoiding contact from the defender, okay? So the defender comes in, little scoot over their feet, take the ball up and over from their foot, okay? Again, key thing that I always talk about before, during, after, out will be the start, and keep it with it at the end destination as well, alright? More, make sure you get the contact with it. Depending on the type of objects you have as well, will require different types of height on the ball. Touches there. If you want to, you can be hard on yourself in a little competition. The more time you touch it, maybe each time you start points again, if you want to get it successfully. So 1, 2, okay, and then if I touch it, start to score again. Or if it goes away, you can do that as well, right? The key thing with this one is making sure it's not heavy touches, okay? It's light touches, and you're just slightly lifting the ball up and over the object, okay? Up and over the object. So you can see the object there, slightly lifting it, just so it's enough height to actually physically get it over. And like I said, that might be a defender's fault, okay? And then to finish off, you can combine the two together, right? So I might say, for example, do touching it. I might say, for example, do scoop, get around to the end, accelerate back to the start. Alright? Again, go to the direction. Scoop. Accelerate around, back to the start again. Okay, so combining two of those movements. One more time. Scoop. Accelerate around back. Combining a few different movements, and again, gain realistic combinations, which you might find yourself up against in different scenarios and different situations. Give it a try. Real good one for our technique. Real good one for understanding and exploring different parts of the feet to move the ball. And really becoming comfortable and confident in travelling with the ball and also executing little movements along the journey, which you may face in different scenarios and different situations. Give it a try. See how you get on. Cool, so that was the ball circuit exercise. Now remember, some of the key points to take away from that is that we're focusing on two key things: ball movement and technique, okay? Understand how to use our left and right foot, different parts of the feet, inside, outside, and sole of the foot to be able to keep the ball under control, take it with us on our journey, and also change direction. Technique, we're looking at using the laces area, or the outside or the edge of our foot to be able to get the ball up off the ground and over an object, okay? Potentially a defender coming in to try and tackle us. Really key with these ones that we've done lots of repetition to become comfortable and confident with these movements and understand how, where and when to execute these different techniques as well, okay? Cool. Now we're moving into our cool down challenge, and for this you need a space and you need a ball. So once you've got your space, once you've got your ball, we're ready to go on. Right, so for this cool down challenge, it's very similar to the last exercise that we just done, okay? But this time we're going to start on the floor, okay? So find an area where you can comfortably sit on the floor. Okay, and all I'm going to be doing, start with the ball in my hands, kick, catch, kick, catch, kick, catch, kick, catch. Oh, I'm going to get one touch. So although we're working on our technique here, it's also quite a good one for goalkeepers as well, using coordination with your hands too. the front area of your foot, so the lace is the area of your feet, okay? So then the opposite foot. Cool, and with this technique, what you'll start to see is that my foot, okay, the front area of my foot is starting to face towards me. That's the direction I want the ball to go to, okay? I want the ball to come back to me. I don't want it to go off and away from me. I don't want it to go off to the side. I want it to come back to me, okay? So that front area of my foot is parallel to my body, okay, where my body is. This time you go alternatives, so left, right, left, right. Think about how to power up, get in behind your kick, maybe you're trying to slow the movement of the ball down, also change the direction within that movement of the ball. Cool. This time, okay, the final part, you're basically going to combine it, okay, so you do more than one movement, so this time I might go, not like that, might go 2 movements, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And again, very similar to the technique, okay, when I'm taking that first touch, my foot, okay, the front of my foot, the lacy part of my foot is parallel to the sky, okay, to the ceiling. And that's where I want that touch to be taken. I want that foot, the ball to pop back up so that it allows me time to take my second touch. Up, touch. Okay, so that second one comes back to you, alright? So touch. Okay, cool. So give that a try. Key thing with this one is you're going to have quite a few attempts at this, because again, there's a lot of repetition involved. So we really try to master and understand how to actually execute this technique. Okay, the ball goes away from you, which may take one touch, which may take a few more touches, or it takes a different part of your leg or your body. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, just get back the ball, try it again. This is what the good thing is about these types of exercises. The cool down challenge is not too physically demanding. There's just a lot of repetition involved. Alright, and the final one will be we're taking one touch, two touch. Can you get the ball off the ground? Alright? So you might possibly be able to, if you can do these movements quick enough, get it up using the front of your feet. Bring it back there, try one again. Like that. Okay? Or if not, maybe trap it between your feet and then doing it. Okay? And again, as you become more advanced, more confident at it, okay, more experienced in this sort of technique, you can possibly try and use more than one foot as well. Alright, so left, right. Or right, left. Without knocking yourself out. Okay? Okay, in the competition, do a little freestyle. Okay, try out different movements, see how many you can do in a row. That'll be 3, 1, 2, 4. Oh, there we go. That'll be 4. 4. 5. Oh, there we go. Okay, just in time. So, try this one out. A few different variations, okay? 3 different combinations as well. No pressure on this one, okay? It's all about just becoming comfortable and confident, trying out these different techniques. Some of them will work, some of them won't work. Sometimes it will go well for you, sometimes it will go away from you, okay? Although it's not a physically demanding one, Because we're using these movements over and over and over and over again, okay, your feet and your legs will start to get a bit tired, especially considering it's the last exercise as well, and we've done all the other exercises beforehand. Okay, your body is going to start to get a bit fatigued. All right, so just take time. It's a cool down challenge. Get a chance to sit down as well. Okay, and just really trying to understand how to execute this technique using that part of the foot, the front part of the foot, to be able to touch the ball, control the ball, and direct it back to us. Give it a try, be creative, try out different combinations, and see how you get on. Cool, so that's the end of session 16. Just very quickly to recap some of today's key points. So today it wasn't too physically demanding, okay? There was more so an element of technique and repetition. Techniques of understanding how to use different parts of the feet and body to either A, take the ball with us on our journey, so moving with the ball, to control the speed of the ball down, or understanding how using these different parts of the feet or different parts of the body can help us touch the ball or possibly go into a new direction, okay? And repetition is key with technique, okay? Because we want to become comfortable and confident in understanding how and why we're doing these movements, but also importantly executing them in the where and when, okay? So that's the problem solving element, understanding which scenarios and which situations these different movements, these different techniques will help us with it. Cool. I hope you liked today's session. As always, please make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, interact with the video, let us know how you get on, share some of that feedback, okay? Also let us know any types of sessions that you want to see coming up, and we'll make sure we'll try and get them involved. But I hope you enjoy the session, take care, and I'll see you soon.